Okay. Okay, how many presents we have in this batch? 18. Okay. Actual number is 22 or 21. Sri Raksha,
Present, sir.
Chaitra, Chaitra, Kahana,
Present, sir.
Sneha.
Sir,
This is Sneha.
Chaitra present, sir.
Okay. Darling, Preeti informed me about something. She will join later. Mega, Mega, Mega is there, no? Ganesha,
Yes, sir.
okay. Hmm. Oh, please let me close all these things. Okay. Okay. So actually, today we have to create some basic REST APIs in the Spring Boot services. Okay. So whenever we are discussing about the REST APIs, okay, so we have to discuss the different methods of the API. Okay, we have to discuss the different method. Okay, generally, okay, so when you are doing something in the URL bar, okay, so for example, okay, if I type something like facebook.com, okay, so we are not mentioning any protocol here, right? We are not mentioning any protocol or any method. We are not doing anything, but our browsers are very smart. Okay, generally our browsers are very smart. By defaultly, okay, browser will take get method. Okay, by default, browser will take get method. Okay, and also browser will add the protocol either HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, either HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, so do you know what is meant by HTTP? HTTP or HTTPS? Anybody? Or at least the full form of HTTP?
Hypertext
Hmm. Hypertext?
transfer
Transfer.
protocol.
Yes. Very good.
Transfer protocol and transfer protocol service.
Hypertext transfer protocol. Okay. And here we can say, okay, either as for security, we can say secured one. Okay, and we have a different methods. We will explain different methods, okay, later after explaining these things. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand what is the protocol. I mean, what is the protocol? Okay, so generally, okay, so when we say something like 127 okay, we are mentioning some local URL of our server, right? So when we are doing, okay, when we are requesting, okay, server with hello request, okay, when we are requesting server with hello, okay, server is saying some hi, right? Server is responding to our messages, okay. So whenever we are requesting something, okay, server is responding to something, right? So the data transfer is happening between the client and the server, okay. We are the client who are requesting the server, and server will respond to the client's request, right? So whenever the server is responding to the client's request, server will send some information, okay. Server will send some information, okay. So we have to, okay, so we have to, okay, catch those information in a secure way, okay. The data transfer between the client and server must be happen in a secure way, okay. So okay, so we need to mention the security mechanisms for the data which we are getting from the server, or for the data which we are sending to the server, okay. For example, when we are logging in, no, so you can see in the normal basic websites, okay, when we are trying to log in, okay, so some query will I mean some query will created like this, okay. Login username equal to, okay, Bhaskara, and okay, password equal to some 2505, okay. So when you see some normal static websites, if you request something, okay, if you passed any information on, HTML page, okay, then you can see the URL, I mean in the URL something like this, okay. You will see all the credentials which you entered on the login page of your HTML, I mean one website, okay. See, okay, while we are sending the data, while we are requesting the server for some information, we are sending some data, and as the response coming from the server, okay, we are also receiving some data, right? So while sending the data or receiving the data, okay, we have to secure our data, okay, because there is a lot of middlemen is there, okay. So I mean, I'll draw some diagram on the paint. So actually there is a so many middlemans, okay. So middleman attack, okay, did you hear about middleman attack in ethical hacking, okay. So server crash, I mean I'll explain. So this is the, okay, let's say, I mean let's take this is the client, and this will be the server. Actually server will be in rectangle, but it's okay, okay. So as a client we are requesting some data, okay, and server is responding with some data, okay. So here, okay, we are using I mean we are using one REST API or one URL to communicate with the server, something like this: 127.0.0.1 8000, okay. So because, okay, the thing, okay, the device which is connected to the internet must have one address. That address is known as the IP address, okay. So if we want to communicate with the Facebook server, we have to enter the Facebook IP address, okay. When we want to access the Instagram, we have to access the Instagram IP address, okay. So the way we are communicating with our server is by using the IP address of the server, okay. So this is the IP address of my local server, okay. So we have one local server which is created by Spring application and Tomcat server, right? So Tomcat server is creating some local server for us, right, by using the Spring application, okay. So to communicate with our server from our browser, we are using this particular URL, okay. To communicate with Facebook website, we have to type the Facebook, okay, IP address or URL, okay. So here, while we are mentioning the, okay, while we are mentioning the URL, okay, so we have to mention the protocol, okay. So okay, so please take, I mean, so hey Facebook, okay, I'm requesting a login page from you, please send me the login page, okay. So we are requesting the Facebook to send the login page to login into our account, okay. That means Facebook will provide a login page for us, but okay, so we have to request the Facebook in a secure manner. Hey user, you are not asking in a secure manner, so I don't give, Okay, Facebook will send us some messages like that. So okay, that's why we have to ask the Facebook in a one proper manner. Okay, by using the protocols, we can ask the Facebook for the, I mean, for the something in the proper manner. Okay, so here the protocol is used to define the security mechanism for our data. Okay, the data which is coming from the server, the data which is going to the server. Okay, so this protocol will secure our data. Okay, so maybe there is a choice of attacking in the middle. Okay, maybe he's a, this star is a one hacker, he created some loophole here. Okay, before Facebook data server, he created one fake data server. Okay, if we communicate, I mean our if the request went to his particular fake account, fake data server, okay, our data will be stolen, right? Okay, the login credentials which you entered by you, okay, you thought okay these login credentials will go to the Facebook, but actually there is a middleman between the client and, I mean, between the us and Facebook. So he will steal our data, not a Facebook. Okay, so obviously if you lost the password and username, okay, he can access our Facebook and he can do whatever he want, right? So okay, so for these reasons, for this particular security reasons, we have to mention the protocol. Okay, so actually in initial days they used a HTTP protocol. Okay, hypertext transfer protocol. This is a very basic protocol. Okay, this is not a secured one. Okay, that's why Google introduced the new, I mean, W3C introduced the new protocol, which is the secured protocol, HTTPS. To get this to get this HTTPS protocol, we need a one certificate called SSL. Okay, we need a one certificate. Okay, if you want, if your website wants to access HTTPS protocol, then your website must be having the SSL certificate. SSL for secure shell certificate or something. Secured shell license, I think so. Secured shell license. Okay, so to access HTTPS protocol, okay, to work with HTTPS protocol, okay, our website, okay, for example, okay, you are having a one website and you don't want to use HTTP protocol, you want to use the HTTPS protocol. Okay, so at that time, so you have to buy this license from the W3C. Okay, the website which are having the secured shell license only can access the HTTPS. Okay, so why I am saying, I am saying all this stuff is, okay, right now we have to work with the REST APIs. Okay, the main agenda of the REST APIs is whenever the user is requesting the server, okay, in a proper manner, okay, as a server, we are building the server as a server, okay, we have to respond to the user request. Okay, we have to respond to the user request. See, we are building the back end of the application. We are designing the back end of an enterprise application or web application or desktop application or mobile application. We are designing the back end. Back end is nothing but a server designing, server side designing. Okay, so we have to access the request, we have to respond to the request, right? So that's why we need to we need to know the different protocols that we have. Okay, so in the internet we have only two protocols to data transfer, which is a HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, HTTP is the default protocol for every IP address, and HTTPS is the only for only the IP addresses or the servers which is having the SSL certificate. Okay, so this is all about the IP address. Okay, this is all about IP address. I think most of the people have knowledge on IP address, right? And if you want to access the Facebook, we have to enter the Facebook IP address, something like this. Maybe this is the Facebook IP address, but we are not using these IP addresses because okay, instead of remembering these IP addresses, we have one new mechanism called DNS. Okay, we have one new mechanism called DNS, which is stands for domain name service. We have one new mechanism which is a domain name service. Because okay, IP address is nothing but the combination of numbers. Okay, the combination of numbers between 0 to 255 and IP6. Okay, so we have two different IP addresses, IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, those are not our things. Okay, okay. So instead of remembering the IP address of a one web server, okay, we are using the domain names like facebook.com, anudip.org, instagram.com, linkedin.com, okay, tirumala tirupati devasthanams dot government dot ap. Okay, something like this. Okay, we are using the domain names instead of remembering the IP address of the website. Okay, IP address, what is meant by IP address? IP address means, okay, the address of the device which is connected to the internet. Okay, every device which is connected to the internet must have one IP address. Okay, I mean that means, okay, we as an Indian have I mean Aadhaar card. So Aadhaar card is our unique ID. Okay, and also every device in the internet, okay, every device in the internet has some unique ID. That unique ID is nothing but a IP address. Okay, if we want to access one server, we have to access the IP address of the server. Okay, but remembering all those numbers are very difficult in nowadays, because we are having hundreds of thousands of crores of websites, no? So to remembering those website addresses, okay, it is too difficult to remember, right? So that's why they introduced one new concept called domain name service, where we can replace the IP address with the domain name like facebook.com, youtube.com, linkedin.com, something like that. Okay, so here the domain name, all these things are not the matter. Okay, you have to concentrate on the protocol that we are using. Okay, so this is all about the protocols. We have HTTP and HTTPS and how it is working in the internet. Okay, is this okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
About IP address, about protocol, okay, about the domain name service. Okay, remember. Now we have to understand the methods that we have when we are requesting the server. Okay, we have so many methods, ma. We have so many methods. Okay, but we are using only few methods. Okay, so the methods. Okay, the first one is get method. We have, okay, post method, put method, delete method, update method. Okay, these are all the different methods that we have to use. Okay, when we are using the IP address or user. Okay, by default, every website address is taking the get address. I mean get protocol. I mean get method. Okay, so you can use the get method. Okay, if you want to retrieve the data, if you want or to retrieve the data from server. Okay, if you want to retrieve the data from the server, then you have to use the get method. Okay, and if you want to, okay, post, that means if you want to save some data. Okay, for example, okay, you are creating a employee management system. Okay, if you want to retrieve the all the employees from the database, then you have to use the get method. Okay, if you want to add a new employee, okay, if you want to add or create a new employee in the database, then you have to use the post method. Okay, then you have to use the post method. Okay, so post method is used to post the data into the server. And coming to the put method, okay, actually, yeah, put and update both are same. Okay, put method to update some data of server. Okay, and delete, to delete particular things in the server. Okay, so these are the four main methods we have to discuss in the REST APIs. Okay, get, post, put, delete. Okay, so whenever you are, okay, so tell me, whenever you are logging into the website, which protocol you have to use? I mean, which method you have to use? Okay,
Post.
post method.
Get method.
Okay, you are create, I mean, you want to access your database, I mean, you want to access your portfolio or a dashboard or your account. Okay, so first of all we need to give the password and username to our account. Okay, after registration, okay, again we have to log in na? So whenever we want to log in, okay, first we need to push our data, our login information to the server, then server will fetch some data from database. Okay, and the server validate the data if both password and or guys, 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Okay, so where are we, what we are discussing? Hmm. So whenever we are trying to log in, okay, so first of all we have to provide some data of our account, right? We have to provide the username, we have to provide the login, then our data went to the, okay, data received by the server. Okay, and we have one database also. Okay, server will fetch some data from the database. Now server will validate the data. Okay, server will validate the, okay, the data entered by us and the data coming from the database will validate, and then the server can respond to something, right? So there we are pushing our data to the server, obviously then we have to use the post method. Okay, but when we are registering into the database, okay, so I want to register into, I mean, I want to register to my account. So I mean, which method you can use for that to register?
Get method.
To register, to
Post
create new
method.
account, post method again. Okay, and I want to delete my account, then
Delete.
I want to change my password, then
Update.
put. Okay, put. Okay, these are the different methods that we can use. Okay, so today we are going to create the REST APIs by following methods. Okay, by following methods. Okay, so tell me one thing. Okay, so which, I mean, which type of methods we can use? Okay, so for example, uh, for employees, for products, that means online shopping, something like that, and to online course management system, courses. What we have. Yeah. Okay. So select anyone. Employees are, products are, course are. Which one? So I mean, so if you select, I mean, courses, no. So we can create APIs to retrieve all the course list in the database, all the courses, and okay, we can create a new course. Okay, and we can create something like update course details. Okay, and we can create REST API for delete course. Okay, and here we can create retrieve specific course. Okay, so if you say something like products, okay, if you select products, then we can create the REST API for retrieve all the products, retrieve all the courses. Okay, create new products or something like those. Okay, so which topic you can pick? Any topic you can pick. Employees, products, courses. Okay, we are going to create a REST APIs to those things. Come on, tell me. Okay, for example, tell me.
Courses.
Sorry?
Courses.
Courses. Okay. So if the user requests something like this, okay, courses, okay, then we have to print all the available courses in our website. Okay. And if user requests something like, okay, to create new course, sorry, okay, new course. Okay, then we can we have to create the we have to add the new course into our database. Okay, if update the course, we have to update. Okay, different methods we have to create. That means different REST APIs we are going to create. Okay, so shall I go with course or products? Employees, we are working with employees from the JDBC only, right? So let's change the employees. Okay, so I don't want to use the employees. Products or courses, select anyone. They select one. Hello.
Sir, product.
Product. Okay, product, courses, one.
Product.
Product. Okay.
Sir.
Prashant.
Product, sir. Yes, sir. Product.
Okay. We can go for the products then. Hmm. Okay, let's open the Spring Tool suite. So right now we are not creating anything to communicate with the database. Okay. So first of all, we have to learn the syntax of the REST APIs, how we are creating and how we cannot create. Okay, all those methods we have to learn. After learning everything in the REST APIs, then we can add the database and everything. Okay, then we can integrate the Hibernate. And in the meanwhile, give me 1 minute. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay. Guys, am I audible now? Is everything okay? Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. So let's create our application. Okay. So so here we have hello controller. Okay, yesterday we saw this. Okay, so whenever user requests hello, okay, okay, we can print hi user on the browser screen, right? So now I want to create a new controller for our application. Before creating a new controller, we have to create some model, we have to create some entity, something like that, right? So we have to create a some entity. Okay, the entity means a model, for example model. Okay, let's create the entity. mm, you said product, no? Product. Okay, we have to create the product, and I want to save the product in the model package. Model, model, model. Okay, and click on the finish. Now a package will be created. In the package we can have the product. Okay, so here we can create some, variables, some global variables we have to create. Okay, private int. Okay, so definitely we need a product id to fetch some product. Okay, and private int, sorry, so we can mention the name of the product in a string. Product name, product name. Okay, and here we can mention, what we can mention, product price, int product price. Okay, so private int, int or string. So tell me another variable. mm, shall we create something like availability product? How many products are available to buy? Okay, product available. Okay, we have some, okay, some variables, some properties of the product. Now to set and get the values, okay, obviously these are the private values, no? So we need a setters and getters and constructors for sure. So go to source and click on getters and setters. Click on getters and setters. Okay, otherwise you can use the lombok as well. Okay, shall we use lombok instead of writing all
Yes,
this?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's write lombok, no? So lombok is available. When you create a spring boot project, I mean lombok will come. No, lombok is not there. Okay, so we can add lombok in the pom.xml. So we created a, okay, I mean maven application into the spring boot application, no? So it is not downloading the project lombok by default, so we can add something. So here we have to add the lombok dependency. Lombok maven dependency. Mm, the most used version. Now here we can paste the lombok. Okay, now we can see the maven dependencies. Lombok will be there. Come on, lombok. Yes, lombok is there. Project lombok. Now here in the product information we can use the lombok. Okay, so let's add some getters. Okay, getters from project lombok. Setters. Okay, and I needed some constructor, argument constructor. So okay, all args constructor. Okay, that means we can have a constructor to add all elements. Okay, and we can give no argument constructor as well. Okay, just in case we are adding no arg constructors. Okay, so I have added four annotations, which is a getter, setter, all argument constructor, no argument constructor. All argument constructor is nothing but when you right click, when you click on the source, when you click on the constructor using the fields. Okay, so we can assign the all the global values with the constructor. No, so this type of constructor is known as the all argument constructor. Okay, so actually we already mentioned all argument constructor and we wrote all argument constructor again, no, so that's why it's showing error it is. Okay, so this type of constructor is nothing but a all argumented constructor. Okay, so we don't need because we are already having in the Lombok. Okay, so we mentioned in the we created a product. Okay, we have mentioned the product. Now I want to manipulate the data of the product. Okay, I want to manage the data. Okay, if the user request to see the products. Okay, something like this. 8080. Okay, products. Okay, if the user requested for products, we have to display all the available products in our database, right? So actually right now we are not using any database. Okay, we can use the collections instead of the database. We can use the collections instead of database. Okay, so that means all changes made on local thing. Okay, so here I can create some constructors and everything. Okay, so let's create a new controller in the controller package. So here I'm creating product controller. Okay, so we have to create a product controller here. Okay, so click on the finish. Okay, so we have a controller right now, right? So the main advantage of creating a Spring Boot application is so we can inform this as a controller to the Spring application by using one annotation. Okay, but if you are using Spring Core application, you have to create a bean for this particular product controller in the your spring.xml or in a bean factory, I can say. But here no need to create the bean for it. Okay, because we can directly have the what it call annotations. Okay, the best annotations to make this particular controller as a REST API controller is REST controller. REST controller. Okay, so we can mention REST controller from the bind annotations of Spring Framework. Okay, so right now our product controller will work as REST controller. Okay, so here I'll create a one method. Okay, I'll create a one method which is having the list of products, Okay, so here let's create a one method, public get products. Okay, so get product method will return list of products. So here I am creating list of products. Okay, so we have to import the list and we have to import the product. Okay, we are importing everything. Okay, now we have to return the list of products. Okay, so here I am creating the one list of products, product list equal to new array list, So here I can assign some values. I can assign some values like I can write that. So array as a list, Okay, so here I will create a different constructors for the product value. Array list. We have to import the array list from somewhere and end with a semicolon. So here we can create the list of products and we can return the list of products here. List of products. is a product list, right? So we are returning list of products whenever the get products method is calling. Okay, so here let's add some products. Okay, so new product. So here we are already having a no argument constructor and all argument constructor. So here we can give the values. Okay, the first parameter is product ID, right? So product ID is 101, and then we can mention the product name. What is the product name? Something like Lenovo laptop. Okay, price is 55,000, and available items are 10 items are available. Okay, we can create a different products like this. Okay, so let's add some products. Okay, maybe I'm having some products. Okay, let's rename it 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107. Okay. MSI laptop, Acer Predator, then Asus Stuff Gaming. Okay, then we can mention. They tell me some other companies. HP Omen. Okay. Dell, we have Dell. I forgot the name of the Dell Alienware. Alienware is one of the best laptops, one of the best gaming choices. And in the last, we can have the MacBook. Mac. Okay, so these are the different laptops that we have. Okay, and let's change the price also. Okay, so MSI is 75,000, Acer Predator is something around 18, Asus Stuff Gaming 45, HP Omen 85, and Dell Alienware 150, and this one is 170. Okay, maybe some random products we added. Okay, right now, okay, we have a list of products. Okay, whenever user want to retrieve all the products, we can retrieve these products to the user. Okay, we can retrieve these products. But when you are having a database, okay, when you are having a table, so you can fetch all the values from the table and you can return it. But right now we are not having any database with us. We don't know what is a database and how to connect the database. So that's why, okay, I am creating a list of products by myself in the list. Okay, I am creating a list of products as a list. Okay, so here, okay, we have to call this method whenever user wants to retrieve the list of products, right? So here we have to use one annotation which is a request mapping annotation. So here, okay, yesterday we saw it, no? So whenever user requested hello, okay, whenever user typed hello along with the URL, we are printing hi. Okay, now whenever user printing products, whenever user need a products, we have to display the list of products that we have. Okay, so we need a list of products. So here I can use these products for the mapping. Okay, I can use these products for the mapping. So here we can use the one annotation called request mapping annotation. Request mapping annotation. So in the request map, we have to import this request mapping from Webbind annotation. So here we have to request the server, right? So here we can write one value products. Okay, so we have to add one value, and okay, and so we want to get the values, right? We want to retrieve the values. Which method you have to use, Mark, to retrieve some values? To retrieve the values, which method we have to use? We have so many methods, no?
Get
Method we have to use, right? So here we have to mention, okay, I want a get method. Okay, I want to use the get method. Okay, whenever user wants to retrieve the data. So here we have to mention the type of the method. We have to mention the type of the method. So here, okay, here we can add another value like something like this, method equal to something, and this is the value equal to products, and here in the methods we have to, here in the method we have to write something. Okay, so here we can write request method dot, okay, so request method, see, okay, we have so many request methods, delete, get, head, options, patch, post, so and so. Okay, so we want to retrieve the data, so we can use the get method here, get. Okay, request method dot get, and comma. Okay, request method dot get and comma. That means whenever user requests the, okay, get method along with the products keyword, we have to retrieve all the products. Okay, now let's run the program. Let's see how it will work. Okay, so where is the app? So this is our app. We have to run the application. Now let's go for the console. Here, yes, the Tomcat server is started. You can see server is started. Okay, server started in 2 seconds. Okay, now we can go to the browser. In the browser you can type 127.0.0.8080. Okay, whenever I mean whenever I entered with an empty message, okay, one error message will come. Okay, if I say hi, sorry, hello, okay, I will get hi user. If I mention products here, products, okay, I will get the list of products. You can see, okay, we have the list of products, but it is showing some random things, right? It is not showing perfectly, right? We need to see things perfectly. So here, okay, instead of using the browser, okay, I already mentioned it to you. Okay, we can use the Postman. So please download the Postman from the Google. So so you can click on the Windows, because we need a Postman for Windows. So here you can download 64-bit version of Postman for your Windows laptop. Okay, you can download this software. Whenever you download and install it, okay, you will have a logo like this. We can have a Postman. So this Postman can take the request from us, and okay, we'll display the response which we got from the server also. Okay, see, this is the Postman's interface. Here you can see we have a different methods. Okay, get method, by default it is taking get method, post, put, delete, so and so. We have so many, but we don't need all those things. Okay, dismiss. So right now I want get method only. Okay, here I can type something 127.0.0.1 colon 8080 slash products. Slash products. Now you can click on the send, and let's make sure you are having a get method. Okay, so we are getting the values. Okay, send. Now here in the body you can see, okay, in the body you can see guys, okay, we have the all the products. Now you can see product 101 Lenovo laptop. Okay, so if you want to see more clear, I can make it. Now you can see, okay, we are having the products, right? So actually the product you are seeing some different structure, no? So actually we are having the values and we are getting the values, but we are having some weird structure. Okay, so we are having product ID 101, product name Lenovo, product price 5,000 something, on product availability 10. We are having some weird structure. We have a key along with the value, right? So this structure is nothing but a JSON structure. Okay, this is a JSON structure. JSON structure. Okay, JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Okay, so Spring is the responsible to convert our data into the JSON data and JSON data into our data. So we can use the data in normally, but it will create JSON data automatically, and it will save the data in the format of JSON. In the entire world of computer science and the entire market in the IT, okay, so we can have two different types of data. Okay, we can have two different types of data. Okay, the one is JSON type of data, and another one is, do you know the another type of data? Can you guess? Any alternative for JSON? Yes, we have an alternative for JSON in the format of XML. Okay, XML stands for extensible markup language. So where we are, so for example, we have a product, right? So we can, in the JSON format data. Okay, so the products display like this. Product ID 101. Product name. Okay, something like Lenovo. Okay, product price. Okay, something like 50,000. Okay, so in the JSON format data, you will have a something like this. Okay, this is the JSON format data. But when you are working as a, okay, whenever you are working as a XML data, when you want to work as a XML data, okay, so your XML data will be having the different tags now. Okay, like something like this. Product. In this product, we can have the product ID. Product ID, and product ID is 101. Okay, and product name is Lenovo, and product price is 55,000. Okay, and product price here. Okay, so this is the structure of XML value. Okay, this is the structure of XML data. Okay, this is the structure of JSON data. Okay, this is the structure of JSON, and this is the structure of XML. You can see the difference. Somebody joined. Okay, now you can see the difference. Okay, so JSON, this is the format of JSON, JavaScript object notation. Every data will be a same, okay, same structure. Okay, so key value along with the value, key value. Okay, so JSON value is nothing but a key value pairs, and XML is nothing but a tags. Everything must be stored in the tag. Both the data, okay, both the data storing the same data, but in a different structure. Okay, XML follows the tags because it is a markup language. Okay, so you know about markup language. HTML is the markup language, hypertext markup language. Markup language is nothing but all about the different tags. We can create the different tags to manipulate the data. Okay, but when you are working with the JSON data, you will have a objects. Okay, this is a object, a product object. Okay, so these kind of differences you should know. Okay, so when we are working with the Spring and Postman, you will have a JSON format data. Okay, we can have a JSON format of data. Okay, XML format of data, nobody using right now. Okay, but some companies are working with XML. Okay, the people who are working with .NET and something, okay, they can work with the XML. Okay, so actually we are creating the REST APIs. No, so when you are creating a REST APIs, you have to work with the JSON data. When you created a SOAP APIs, we can have the two different types of APIs, REST API and SOAP API. Okay, when you are working with the SOAP API, you can have, okay, XML format data. When you are having the REST API, you can have JSON format the data. Okay, so here we are having the JSON format data. That's why it is displaying JSON format data when we are requesting some data from the server. Okay, see, okay, so I mentioned the products and I want to retrieve the data, so that's why I used the get method here, and after clicking on the send, we are having the list of values. Okay, so actually this is the main advantages of Postman. It will display the content in a proper structured content it will display. Okay, so I mean, so it is displaying pretty manner. Okay, you can see the raw manner also. This is the raw manner, and this is the preview. Okay, this is the preview, and we cannot use visualize because this is not a table data. Okay, this is the pretty. Okay, we can see the different things here. Okay, so this is the Postman and REST API in the Postman. Okay, we created a simple REST API to retrieve all the products in our database. Is this okay for everyone? Understand? Okay, don't worry, I will repeat. As of now, is this okay? Now this is the time to create the REST APIs for create a, I mean, we have to create the new product from the Postman. Okay, we have to take the user input. Okay, so you asked, no, Priyanshu and Ketan, you have asked how to, I mean, how to read the data from the user. So we have to read the data from the user by using the Postman. Okay, so I will explain all those things, don't worry. Okay, as of now, did you, I mean, are you okay? Did you understand? So I created a product. In the product controller, okay, I have wrote something. Okay, so whenever user requests something, okay, whenever user wants to see the list of products that we have, okay, so we can create a one list of products. So I want to create a list of products, that's why I created a array list here, and list of objects we have. Okay, array list can have the different objects for the product. We have the product, no, product is having the, okay, constructor. Okay, all argument constructor. By using the all argument constructor, I am passing the values. If I pass the values by using the set methods, okay, we have to write 5 lines or 4 lines for one object. Okay, so it will be difficult to write all those things now. So that's why I created a all argument constructor to assign all the values at a single shot. Okay, guys, is this clear? Respond,
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, shall we create any other methods? Or do I need to repeat this?
Sir, repeat this.
Okay. But so your voice is not that much clear. Is my voice is clear to you? I'm getting some resound.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's clear now. But why my earphones are not working? Okay, let me check with earphones. Hello. Please talk something. Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. Okay, give me a moment. I'm getting your voice, but not in the earphones. The system resounding. I don't know why. So let me check with YouTube. Okay, now I'm audible now. Please
Yes,
speak
sir.
Okay, now I'm getting. I have to change my earphones. Okay, so so we created a one model where we can where we can manipulate. Okay, actually when we created the hostel management system, we created a one more, I mean we created two different models now, user and room. Okay, here I created a product. Okay, I want to create a some online shopping kind of website, so that's why I created a products. Okay, so here, okay, we have a product controller. Okay, controller is nothing but generally, okay, so we have to know what is a controller and everything. Okay, so controller basically is a Java, basic Java class. Okay, so which has some annotations, okay, to manage the URL which is coming from the user, and okay, we have to respond to the URL. Okay, controller is all about handling the URL that we are getting from the user, the request getting from the user, and the response what we have to respond. Okay, so all these things have to create in the controller. Okay, so here, okay, maybe I am getting a one request as a products. Okay, maybe user wants to see the products, that's why user getting the products. Okay, by using the get method, user wants to retrieve all the product details, so that's why, okay, in the product list, okay, whenever user retrieving the products, I am displaying the all the products. Actually this is not the original way, but I am explaining to you. Okay, we have to create separate service for that. Okay, but here controller, the main use of controller is, okay, so the controller is the responsible to receive the request, to process the request, and produce the response to the request. Okay, so it will read the request, it will process the request, and it will, okay, produce some response to the request. Okay, that is the main work of construct, I mean controller. Okay, that is the main work of controller. So here, okay, in the controller, okay, whenever user wants to retrieve all the products in the database, okay, whenever user wants to retrieve all the products in the database, okay, we are returning all the products here. Okay, actually we have to get all these values from the database, but we don't have any database, and we have to create a separate layer for all these things. Okay, so as of now, okay, this is our first project, this is our first, I mean first REST API na. So that's why I am returning everything from this method only. Actually we have to create a separate layer for returning the values, but as of now we are doing this in the same method. Okay, so here I want to I want to return the list of products to the user, right? So that's why I created a list of products. Okay, so I created a list of products. Generally there is another way to add the products into the product list, that is, okay, so for example we can add the products in the form of product list dot add. Okay, here we have to, okay, write something 108. Okay, something like, what can I say, um, Windows laptop, okay, which is a 50,000, and the available laptops are 8. So this is also one method, one approach, but here I have to type some product list dot add for 5 times long. So that's why I created a element at the 5 elements at a single shot. Okay, you can do the same thing, you can use the add method to add the products into the product list, but okay, I think in my view that is a waste of time for me, so that's why I created a list of products at a single line. Okay, so here, okay, I created the list of laptops by using the array as a list method. In the array as a list method we have to pass our objects. Okay, the basic traditional method also we can do, so product, okay, we can create an object for product p1 equal to, okay, So we can save the product also. Okay, P1. This is also valid method. Now you can save the program and you can relaunch your program. Okay, again you will get the same output. Okay, now you can see started. No, now you can see you will get a 108 as well. Okay, see, we are having 108 as well. Okay, there is nothing difference, but okay, creating the object and passing to the add method. Okay, see, okay, to create one object we wasted 2 lines of the code, right? So that's why, okay, in the shortcut I am adding the products into the products list in the array as a list method. By using array as a list method, I created the list of products right now. Okay, now I can return the list of products to the request method. Okay, whenever user request to view the products, okay, so I will return these products. Okay, I will return these products. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, so here handling the requesting request coming from the user and processing the request, and this is the response to the request. Okay, so this is what we have to do. Okay, so we are processing the request and we are creating some response to the request. Okay, so this is the basic REST API that I have created. Okay, so okay, after creating this we can go, we can relaunch our program. Okay, now in the Postman, okay, either you can use a browser or you can use a Postman, that's your wish, anything you can use. Okay, if I use a browser we will get some information like this. Now you can see we got the 108 as well, 107, 101. Okay, we got all the information, but this is not a proper thing. Okay, so we cannot see proper thing now, so we cannot see the structured content. Okay, it is the raw content which is coming from the server, so we don't want to see any raw content. So that's why, okay, we have one translator as a Postman. Postman takes the request and it will ask the server to give the response, and if the server gives the response, and it will display the response in a pretty manner. You can see, okay, we have a raw preview. Okay, we have so many things, but I want to see the content in a pretty manner. Okay, cute manner. Okay, so that's why we are getting the content in a pretty manner. Okay, so this is what we have, okay, created. Is this okay for everyone? Is this clear? Any doubt here? Guys, but they are so silent.
Clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now we have to, actually we created the controller. No, actually we are not responsible to create the data in the controller. Actually we have to create the service layer. In the from the service layer we have to control the data. Okay, from the service layer we have to control the data. So let's create one simple service method. Okay, so here I can create a new package, and in the new package I will create a new service method. Okay, so product service I have. Okay, so in the service method we have to write all the things. Okay, so let's create another package as a service. Okay, first Spring Boot service. Now click on finish. We have a separate package which is a service. Okay, so here, okay, we can create the service, okay, by using one annotation. Okay, I already told you now, so we don't need to create the beans to define the classes. Okay, automatically Spring will recognize by seeing the annotations. So I want to create this product service as a service method in the server. So here we can use the one annotation called service. This is the service layer of our application. Okay, so here we can mention the service. Okay, so here in the service method we have to create one private data. Okay, I want to create some private data. So let's copy all these things. Let's cut this thing. Okay. Okay, so this is the private variable, private list. Nobody can access this. Okay, now here, okay, I will create a one method public, okay, which will return list of products. Product, okay, get all products. Get all products. Okay, whenever user wants to, okay, see the products, we can return the products. Return product list. So we are returning product list. Whenever user wants to see all the products, we are returning the list. Okay, from the controller. Okay, from the controller, we have to call the this particular product service. Okay, whenever user wants to see all these products, okay, whenever user wants to see the products, okay, our controller has to access this method, because get all products is the method which is returning all products to us, right? So here we have to consume these methods. So that means, okay, whenever user requesting to see the products, okay, we have to call the get all products method. Okay, this method we have to call. Obviously we need to create an object for, okay, service method, then only we are allowed to create, then only we are allowed to get the method, right? So how to create the object? Okay, so we are, we can't create a object by ourselves by using the new keyword, no. So how to create that? So here we can create a product service variable first. Product service variable, that means as a service. Okay, now I want to create this product service as the, okay, I want to create this product service as the, okay, my object. So here I can use the auto wired. Okay, auto wired is a annotation which will add the, okay, object to our value. Okay, now service is a object. Okay, this is the dependency injection. Okay, we are not creating the object by ourselves, we are getting the object, okay, of a product service by using the Spring application. Spring Boot will create the bean factory inside of the project, then we can use that bean. Okay, so by using the service method here, by using the service method, service dot get all products. Now, okay, so we can use the all the products. I think get all products, use capital, yes. Okay, and here, okay, actually we have to return this value, no? So return service dot get all products. Okay, see, okay, we are handling the request coming from the user, and we are processing the result. Whenever, okay, we want to process the result, we need to fetch the data from the database. The database is located in the service layer. In the service layer, we are having a one method which is a get all products. Now I am consuming the method in the service layer which is a get all products. Here you can see, okay, I created the object for the service layer in the form of a service dot get all products. That means we can have this in the get all products we can have the our objects. Now you can see, okay, this is the, okay, way to create proper REST API, boys. Okay, you have to create the model, you have to create the controller, and in the service layer you have to communicate with the database. I already mentioned it to you know. So controller is the only responsible to handle the request, to process the request, and to display the response. Okay, from controller we cannot communicate with the database. From service layer only we have to communicate with the database. Right now we don't have any database, that's why we created a one simple private list and we are working with that particular list. Okay, now you can run this, you can relaunch your application. So here we can relaunch our application. Now it is relaunched. Now you can see, so here go to the Postman and send the request, you will get the same value. We are getting the same values. Okay, so this is how you need to create the, okay, REST APIs. Okay, first of all you need a model. Okay, then you need a controller, then you need a product service, then you need a service layer. Okay, so everything we are okay mentioning in the annotations. We are not having any XML file or any bean factory. Amma, okay, sorry. Okay, now you can see here. So this is the controller, ma. Okay, this is the controller we have, and this is the service layer. Okay, here I can mention this as a service. Okay, service, controller, and this is the product. And we are having some unused import statements. Let's remove those unused import statements. Okay. See, we are having less number of lines right now. Okay, now we have to create the different methods to add the products, to retrieve the only one product, to delete the product, to update the product, and everything we have to create. Okay, guys, I mean, are you got it? So did you understand the structure of we have? The structure, we have the controller package, we have the model, and we have the service, and we have the main file. This is the project structure that we created. Actually, we have to create the interfaces also to achieve the abstraction part. Okay, that we can create later. Okay, this is the simple project that we have created to retrieve the products. Okay, is this okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Not using any scanner right now, we can use the elements. We can read the elements from the user. Okay, by using the postman. Okay, so we have to create the 3 more different methods. Today we will create 3 more methods. Okay, so one method, something to retrieve, get only one product. Okay, he want to see only one product, so we can return one product. Okay, and he wants to create a new product into our database. Okay, he can create, and he want to update some values in the product, so he can update. That means he want to increase some salary or something. Okay, so and he wants to delete some data, he can delete the data. Okay, so these 4 methods we can create today. Okay, if you got these points, I can continue. Otherwise, I will repeat this content. Please tell me, is this okay or not?
So what is the use of no-ops constructor?
Okay, just in case I created. Okay, for example, I want to create some empty product value, empty product object, maybe in the future. So that's why no arg constructor I created. Okay, if you don't want, you can remove it. We are having all the methods now in the Lombok. So I'm using the Lombok. That's it. There is nothing else. It can work same. Okay, just in case if I need any value. Okay, so I need to have one norg constructor. No, just for a safe side, I have created. As of now, we have to use all these methods: getter, setter, and all are constructor only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And any doubts in the service layer? It's clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Returning all products. Okay, now we can create another methods also to returning one product, to create new product, to delete new, I mean, one product, something like those. Okay. Yes. So yeah, we can do all these things after coming from the, obviously, from back. Okay. So let's take a break. Okay. So let's take a break for 15 minutes. Okay. Into, I mean, okay. And guys, today mentoring session is cancelled. I mean, I told you, no. So, Sir wants to see the people. Okay. Sir is, I mean, Sir is moving to Kolkata due to some emergency. So that's why he cancelled the meeting today. Okay. And the meet will be postponed to the next Thursday. Please reschedule to the monitoring session to the next Thursday. Okay. So monitoring, I mean, the interaction session with Vibhor sir will be on next Thursday, not today. Okay. Okay, let's have a break for 15 minutes. Yeah, same code, Nishant. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's have a break for 15 minutes. After coming from the break, we can discuss more things. Okay. Chalo, bye. Guys, give me 2 minutes. I'm doing some work. Hello. Yes, boy. Sorry for the late. So, okay. So actually today is Thursday, na? So most of the faculty need some lab programs. So I'm preparing some lab programs which I gave to you. Okay. Okay. So we have prepared something, no? I combined all the lab programs that we gave in the core Java. Just copy and paste. Okay. So shall we start the class? So we created the list of products that we want to display. Okay, if user requests something to display, to request to display the list of products that we have. Okay, then we are displaying the thing. Okay, now user doesn't want every product. Okay, user wants to print only the product with specific product. For example, okay, user wants to see the product, okay, of 10101 or 102, okay, by using the id of the product. Okay, user can fetch the products as well. Okay, so actually we are printing every products, right? We are printing every products, no? So no need to print the every product. Okay, so okay, user wants to see only one proper product, only one particular product. Okay, so in that type of situations we can do something. Okay, so we have to create another REST API. For example, okay, we have a one URL right now, right? So which is something like 127.0.0.1 colon 8080 slash, okay, if user type products. Okay, we are displaying all the products that we have. Okay, now user wants to view only one product, which is a 101. Okay, user wants to see the only one product which is a 101. So user wants to fetch the 101 product. Okay, so how to do that? How to display one particular value or one particular property, okay, which is asked by the user. Okay, so we have to design something like this. Okay, so if we enter something, so in the data we have to print a message something like this. Okay, we have to display only one product. This is our response. Okay, so this is our response for this particular request. Okay, this is the request entered by the user, and this is the response which we gave to the user. Okay, so we want to return only one product. Okay, so how to do that? So let's go back to our controller. Okay, let's go back to our controller. So here in the controller we have to handle the request, right? So at the rate request mapping, so here user wants to get the product, so obviously we have to use the get method, no? So request method dot get. Okay, and the value is okay, so the value of the element, okay, the value of the element right now, okay, so one particular id, okay, one particular element, right? So here, okay, we have to mention product slash, okay, the id which is entered by the user. Okay, 101, 102, something like this. Okay, we have to handle the id which is given by the user. Okay, so this is the request mapping we have done. Now we have to create a one method for this public. Okay, so we have to return only one particular product, right? So here we can return one particular product. Okay, product get product. Okay, get product. So here we have to do something. Okay, here we have to do something. Okay, so generally when we want to get one particular product based on the id, okay, this particular get product method also need a id, right? So this is also need one id. So int id. Okay, our id is the integer type of variable, that's why I declared int id here. Okay, now we have to design one method now. Okay, we have to design one service method, and that service method we have to consume. Okay, that service method we have to consume. So here, okay, I will create a one method, you can see. Okay, So guys, how many of you remember the stream APIs? Stream API, okay, in Java. How many of you remember that? Stream API. Can I know how many of you remember that? Guys, Stream API. No one. Hello. Stream API. We have discussed the Stream API when we are discussing the core Java, no? Okay, 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Okay. I'll send you one link. Okay, give me a minute. medium.com/IHTuri. Okay, search for Medium. I mean Medium in the Google. In the Medium, search for my profile. Oh, no fun. Okay, let me find my account. Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? I have written one article. Recently, I have written one article. Where is this article? Publish it to. Okay. Okay, at the rate symbol we have to use. Okay. So I created one article, okay, on Stream API. If I mean, so you can listen this, but I mean, you can read this particular Stream API features and everything. Okay, so we discussed the Stream API on when we are discussing the Java 8 features, when we completed the core Java concept. Okay, we discussed the Stream API features. So, okay, if you want to revise, okay, you can revise from Medium. Okay, I will send the link in the WhatsApp also. Okay, so here I have mentioned everything about the Stream API. Okay, so recently I wrote the article when we are having a Dasara vacations, you know. So I mean, so I have some free time, so I wrote the article. Okay, I'm very, I love to write the article, so I wrote the articles about everything in the Stream API and gave the examples also. Okay, so please go through that, because okay, why I'm saying Stream API now is, okay, in particular data, okay, we have bunch of data with us. Okay, we have a 7 laptops with us. Okay, in the 7 laptops we have to get only one particular laptop. Okay, we want to fetch only one proper data from the bunch of data. So here, okay, we can filter the data. Okay, if you want to filter the data, definitely we need a stream. Okay, we have to create the stream. Okay, so that's why I mean, so I'm asking you to remember the Stream API features and everything. Okay, so in the Stream API, I think you have remember intermediate operations there, and terminal operations we have. Okay, filter method for each method. Okay, we have so many methods, I forgot also. Okay, so you can refer the Medium article that I wrote, okay, to get more clarity on the Stream API. Okay, so here I am using one Stream API to fetch one data from the bunch of data. Okay, actually we want to display one particular laptop requested by the, okay, user, right? So here I am writing one method public. Here we have to return one product get product. Okay, based on the ID of the product. Okay, based on the ID of the product, we want to return one product. Okay. Or yeah, I'm getting some messages. Okay, sorry. So actually, so here we have the list of products, right? Here we have the list of products. Okay, so in the list of products, I want to fetch only one product which is matched with our ID. Okay, so here I'm writing one stream API. Okay, see topics dot, sorry, is a product list, no, product list dot stream API stream. Okay, so dot, so here we want to filter the laptops that matched with our ID, right? So here I'm using filter method. So here in the filter we have to filter every laptop that we are getting. Okay, we want to filter every laptop that we are getting. Okay, so for your clear and clear visibility, I'm writing in the new line. Okay, so here we can say product. Okay, so it is a lambda expression. Now, okay, product dot get ID. Okay, product dot get ID. We have a getters and setters for the product. Na get ID equal to given ID. Okay, get ID equal to given ID. Okay, so here we can mention the first method. Okay, maybe we are having the some maybe we are having some uh, common IDs. Okay, maybe there is a possibility. Okay, so in the common IDs, okay, I want to fetch only the first element. So here we can mention find first. Okay, find first. That means maybe we are having some common IDs. Maybe we are having some common IDs. No, in the particular common things. Okay, I want to fetch the first element. That way I'm using the find first. Okay, and we want to get the element now, so dot get the element. Okay, so we have to return this particular element, okay, which is satisfied with our ID, okay. So I am returning it. Now we have to consume this method. In the controller. Okay, we have to consume this method in the controller. So here, okay, we have to consume that method. So return service dot, okay, get product of int id, so here we have to mention one more thing, ma. So we are getting the ID, right? So where we are getting the ID is the part of the URL, right? ID is the part of URL, right? So here, okay, to get the ID from the URL, we have to use one annotation called path variable annotation. So we have to import this path variable annotation. This is the path variable, because that means, okay, this particular ID is getting from the URL of the user. Okay, user entered some URL, no, based on the URL ID we are fetching the data. Okay, that's why here I mentioned int ID is the path variable. That means it is getting that means we have to get the int ID from the URL entered by the user. Okay, so this is what I get. So after getting the ID, I am consuming the get product method in the service layer. In the service layer, the get product method is accepting one integer ID. Based on the ID, we are filtering the data. Okay, based on the ID, we are filtering the data. Okay, so now we can run the code. Okay, we can run the code again, run it. Okay, started again, it started. Now we can go back to our application. Here we have to use the get product method only, and let me see the value. Okay, so this is the product. Okay, so we have to enter the product. So product here, product slash, okay, I want to fetch the data of 103 laptop. Okay, 103 product 103. Okay, I want to fetch 103 product. Now you can enter. Okay, now we got it. See, okay, 103 is the Acer Predator. Okay, let's see 102. Okay, 102 is a MSA laptop. 107. is Mac laptop. Okay, I'm entering 110. Okay, actually 110 is not there in the database, but randomly I'm checking. Okay, if I entered a 110, I got a one error, internal server error. You can see. Okay, if user entered the variable which is not in our database, okay, we can mention the message. Okay, I mean we can return the error, internal server error, that is not found. Okay, internal server error. Okay, if I entered something like 101, definitely it has to return the value. The product 101 is Lenovo laptop, which is a 55,000 price. Okay, so this is how we need to get the one proper product from the database. Okay, based on the ID we are get. So here, okay, so you have to be clear about the stream API that I used. Okay, you have to clear about the stream API that I used. Okay, if you forgot the stream API, okay, don't get too complex thing. Okay, don't learn too many things about the stream API. Okay, just assume we are having a one list. In the list, I want to filter the data. Okay, I am filtering the data here. Okay, I am filtering the data from the list. Okay, based on the ID, right? So here, okay, the product ID equal to the given ID, then I am returning the data. Okay, if the product ID equal to the given ID, then I am returning that particular product. Okay, that's what we have. Okay, we are filtering the data based on the ID that entered by the user. Okay, so this is the get product method. Okay, we are getting only one product. Okay, based on the user's input. Okay, is this clear?
Sir, why you find first?
That means maybe there is a chance. Okay, for example, there is a chance to have the duplicate ID. No, this is not the database. No, so we are using some basic value here. Okay, so 101 I already have. Okay, so here I don't want this Mac laptop. Okay, so you can see 101. Okay, so if I entered 101, okay, I'm having only Lenovo laptop. Okay,
Okay, sir, got it.
so yes, actually when we are using the database, we can have only the unique values in the IDs. No, so then that's no issue. But we are not using the database, we are using some random list. So that's why I use the find first, or you can use the find all. Okay, so we have so many methods here, you can see. Okay, all match, any match, collect. Okay, we can have so many methods, but in that find first I am using this curve. So I'm unable to do this. Sorry. Okay, so guys, is this clear? Get product method. Might is showing error somewhere, we are having error. Okay, wait. Ramachandra, sorry, I have cough and cold, so that's why I'm unable to do this. Guys, is this okay? Get product method. Why it is showing an error again? No. Okay. So here we are handling the request coming from the URL. Okay, so user can request by mentioning the ID of the product that he want to get. Okay, and now we are getting the product based on the ID by using the filters. Okay, by using the stream API. Okay, to know more things about the stream API, please read the article that I wrote by me in the Medium. Okay, so I think I gave the notepad also. No, I gave the class notes also. Okay, please check the class notes and everything. Okay, that's why we have to remember everything. Okay, so here I'm using the basic stream API. Okay. Yes. Now, okay, so we can create a method to add new products into the database. Okay, to update the values, to delete the values, and all these things we can do. Okay, shall we do? Shall we complete all three methods today? Guys, tell me. No, nothing. And what about lab day task? Is it completed? Setter injection, getter injection, and the basic REST API to say hi to the user. Is it completed? Okay, lab day task I mentioned to you already. You have to create the setter injection, constructor injection, and one simple API to wish the user. Okay, yeah. So this particular task we can do in the next lab session. Okay. So shall I create the new API to add the product into the database? I mean, to add the product. All right, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay, to add new product to the DB. Okay, we are going to create the API. Okay, which method we have to use, ma? Here in the Postman we have so many methods. No, in these methods, which method we have to use to create new product?
Post.
Post.
Yes, we have to use the post method. Okay, so here, okay, so let's create, I mean, the creation of the API is simple, but using them is a bit difficult because you are not that much familiar about the Postman, right? So it will be a little bit, okay, a little bit difficult to you. Okay, but it's okay, I can manage. So here we want to add the new product. Okay, we want to add the new product. Okay, so here we need to add the API. First we need to handle the request coming from the user. Okay, so let's write the request mapping here. Okay, so the method which we want to mention is, what is the method? First method is dot, hello, post method. Why it is not showing solutions for me? Request method, the spelling is correct, no? It's not suggesting any solutions. Method equal to request mapping. Why it is showing error? Hello, excuse me. What happened to you? Okay, let's implement all these things. Okay, value equal to, again the value is product. Okay, he wants to add the product and he can use the product value. That's it. Okay, so here we have to create a one method to handle the value. Public. Okay, here we doesn't want to print anything, right? We doesn't want to do anything. Okay, so void, okay, add product is the method. Okay, so whenever we want to use the method, I mean, whenever we want to save the product in the database, definitely we need to have the product, right? So here we have to, we are expecting one product from the user. We are expecting one product from the user, and I want to save that particular product in the database. Okay, to save in the database, that means we are not having any database, but we want to store it locally. Okay, so here, okay, so here in the service method we have to implement one method to store. Okay, public void, okay, add product. We have to call this method. Okay, so this particular method can expect a product value p1. Okay, so here we are having the product list. Product list we have, right? product list we have, and this is a list, right? This is a one array list. So let's add a value to the array list. Okay, product list dot add p1. That's it, nothing to do. Okay, so and we have to save this particular element now. Okay, so we have to consume this method. Okay, we have to consume this add product method, which is a part of service. Okay, so here, okay, service dot add product p1. That's it. Okay, we are calling the add product method in the service layer. Okay, this service layer is adding the product to the product list. That means, okay, it is adding product to this particular product list. Okay, that's it, we are done. Okay, but we need to add one more thing, that is, okay, so we need to read the element, right? We need to read the product p1, right? We need to read the product. Okay, product may have product id, product name, product price, and product, okay, availability also, right? So we may have all these elements. So here, okay, we have to mention to the, okay, Spring Boot service, okay, you have to read this product p1 from body of the request. Okay, we have to read the product from body of the request. Okay, so here, okay, I'm using one annotation request body, request body. That means we are requesting the, okay, product p1 from the body of the user request, body of the user request. Okay, and we are saving the product into the list by ourselves. Okay, that's it, that's it. It is very easy to create, to add the element, but now we have to add the product. Okay, now let's add, let's relaunch our program, relaunch our application. Okay, application relaunched successfully. Okay, 12:31 at launch date, 12:31. Okay, now we can run. Okay, we can do here. So here I want to see, first I want to see the list of products that are available. Okay, see, these are the list of products that are available: 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 6, 7. Okay, 7 laptops we have. Okay, I want to add the 8th laptop, 108. I want to add. Okay, first of all, so here we have, I mean, just copy one JSON interface. Okay, just copy this. Okay, and here we have to use the post method. So we want to store the data. Okay, we are sending the data to the server, so we have to use the post method. And here coming to the body, here coming to the body, so we have to type something. Okay, so here, okay, click on the raw. Okay, we have to type some raw data. Okay, so here, okay, paste the information that we have. Okay, product, and let's change it, product 108, and I want to store Alienware laptop. Okay, and which is a 2 lakhs. Okay, 2 lakhs, and we have only 5 laptops of Alienware. Okay, so this is the data I want to insert. This is the scanner object, for example. Okay, so this is the data I want to store. But here coming to the, okay, we have headers. Okay, in the body sector, okay, I already mentioned, no, we are, I mean, we are getting the product value from the body of the request. So this is the body of the request. Okay, this is the body of the request, and here we have to mention the type of the data we are passing. What type of the data we are passing? I already mentioned. Now, what is the type of this data? What is the type of this data?
Row.
I mentioned it. No, here we have 2 types of data. One is
JSON.
XML and JSON.
Yes.
Okay, so we are passing the JSON type data. Okay, so we have to inform to the Spring Boot. Okay, I am passing Spring, I mean, JSON data Spring Boot. Okay, please accept the data. Okay, we have to inform the Spring Boot about the data we are passing. So click on the headers. Okay, so here we are actually not having any key values. Okay, here we have to enter some key values. Okay, so content type or application content or content type we have. You can see the content type. Okay, so content type is, okay, so here in the value we have to type some JSON. Okay, so we are handling application/JSON type of data we are passing, JSON. Okay, and this is the body that we are passing. Okay, see the content is automatically changed. Okay, you have to mention the header for sure, ma. Okay, you have to mention the type of the data that you are passing. Okay, so I'm sending 108. Okay, send it. Okay, send it. Okay, actually method not allowed. Oh, we got some issue. Okay, so let's check the path that we mentioned. I think, okay, I mentioned product here, but I'm using products here. Okay, I'm using products. Actually, it is a product. That's it. Okay, remove this. Now you can send the data. Okay, so again, it is showing some issue. Internal server error. Okay, we are having some issue, which is product. We are saving the data, requesting the data from the body. Okay. What is the error? We have the array list, and to the array list we are having the data. Okay, I don't know what happened here. Okay, let's relaunch our application again. Relaunch. Let's check, is everything okay or not. Okay, now send this. Again it is showing some internal error. What happened? Okay, it's nice to see the errors. We have to solve these errors. Product, and we are using the post method only. By using the post method, we are adding the product. So, oh, we have so many issues. You can see the issues. Oh, okay, cannot construct an instance of model. No default constructor exists. Okay, cannot serialize the value, no delegate property based creator. Okay, line 2 column 9. Where line 2 column 9, that means with root cause. Okay, we have some issue. Okay, actually the issue is here.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Hello. Yeah, audible. Hello.
Sir, you are audible, but your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking now. But I don't know why, ma.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Let's check. Actually, we are having some errors now. I'm checking the error. It is showing some the okay. So here
It's breaking, sir.
still breaking. Okay. Nana, ఇది అక్కడ పెట్టేసేయండి. నా గవర్నమెంట్ పెట్టేసింది.
వస్తుందా?
కొంచెం అది ఇలా సైడ్కి తీసుకురండి. ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా ముందునే పెట్టండి. యా, డన్. ఓకే, is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So actually here we removed the noarg constructor. No, let's add noarg constructor. Now again we can check. Okay. So again I'm relaunching the project. Maybe because of the noarg constructor it is showing some error. Okay. Now run this. Let's see. Okay, it's done. Okay, now it is showing no errors. Okay. So actually, yes, we need a noarg constructor. Okay. to assign the property, because okay, whenever we want to create a new product, we are expecting the new product in the method body, right? We are expecting the new product in the method body, so it has to create its own object. It has to create its own object. So to create own object, by must we need a no arg constructor. Okay, so as of now, as of this particular statement, we are not having any values in the product value. Okay, so we have to create an empty object. So here no arg constructor is used to create an empty object. Okay, so that's why we are getting some error. Okay, now okay, it is inserted successfully. Okay, let's read the data. Okay, I want to fetch all the information from the database. Now you can see, okay, definitely we will have 108 Alienware laptop. Yes, you can see the 108 product we have. Okay, so I want to fetch one data. Okay, let's remove all this data. Okay, I want to fetch 108 laptop, 108. Okay, now you can see 108 we have Alienware laptop. Okay, so all these changes are done locally. Okay, it won't affect in our list. Okay, it won't affect in your service layer. Okay, all things are done manually. Okay, it is locally done. Okay, but when we are having a database, okay, we can make changes in the database, right? So this is what we have to know about the thing. Okay, so we are adding the request. Okay, if you relaunch the program, okay, if you relaunch the program, okay, I relaunched the program, that means I refreshed the server. Now okay, if you want to read the 108 data, definitely you will have an error, because okay, we relaunched our application, the changes which made locally are erased. Okay, so actually when we are having a database, okay, you can push it to the database and you can commit the values, you can commit the transaction, but we are not having any database. No, we are changing everything in a locally, so that's why it is showing some issue. Okay, the changes will be made on the local, not a global, remember. Now if I add post method, if I insert the value, okay, so yeah, the data is successful. Okay, inserted successfully. Okay, now I want to get the 108 product, 108 product, this is the server now. So here you will get the response, we are getting the response, and in the browser also you can get the response. Okay, so in the browser, localhost 8080 slash product slash 8080. There you can see. Hey, sorry, actually we have to give the product ID. No, 108 is a product ID. 108 is a product ID and Alienware is a 108. Okay, if you refresh the launch, okay, if you refresh the server, okay, I refreshed the server. Now if I rerun this particular thing, definitely it will display an error message, because 108 is not there in the DB, because okay, we are maintaining locally, not database. Okay, so this is the adding the products, how we can add the products to the database now. Okay, is this clear? So you have to install Postman today, then only you can add the products. By using the browser, you are unable to add the products. By using the browser, you can only retrieve the values, right? Okay, so this is the all the work of a backend developer. Okay, we don't have any front end with us, so that's why we are maintaining backend data. Okay, we are designing some backend APIs. Okay, so this Postman is used to check the okay APIs. Postman is the software which is used to check the APIs. Okay, yeah, is this okay? Is everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Others, guys, everyone, please respond.
Yes, sir.
The basic Spring application I have mentioned. Error, you can see the error, no value present. Okay, you are requesting 108, there is no values in the 108, so no such element exception. Okay, no such element is there in the database. So that's why it is raising an issue. No value is present. Okay, you can check the console for the error. Okay, so here I can write some comments. Returning one specified product. Okay. Adding new product. Okay, adding the new product. This method is used to add the new product to the list, and we have the APIs also. These are the controllers, okay, to control the to control the request, okay, given by the user, and it will produce the response, okay, based on the service layer. Okay, so controller to add data, controller to get specified product. Okay, this is the controller to get all products. Okay, so this is the different elements we have. Okay, guys, can I push it in the GitHub?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
actually we have two more methods. Shall we complete two more methods, or this is enough? We have update and delete. Okay, if you are willing, I can tell. Okay, if not, tomorrow we can discuss. Anything is your choice.
Sir, can you send the Postman link from where we have to download?
Okay, okay, I'll tell. I'll send you. Tell me what to do. Shall we complete the remaining methods also? The update method and the delete method?
No, sir.
No. Okay, we can go for voting. No or yes? Continue or not? Guys. Hello?
No, sir.
No, Rahul.
No, sir.
Okay then. So, but in this 1 hour, you have to complete the lab day task. Okay. So let's open the GitHub. In the GitHub, GitHub/Bachi007. So or else you can create a new. Spring and REST or Spring Store. We can mention Spring Store. How is it? Okay, no? Spring Store. Or
Yes,
has a
sir.
product. Oh, that's it. Okay. Create repository. So GitHub is a free, no? So we can create any number of repositories you want. So if it is a licensed, so we won't create this many repositories. You know who is the vendor of GitHub? Who is the vendor of GitHub? What's the product name? First Spring Boot. You are using the GitHub, no? So who is the official vendor of GitHub? So that's deal. Okay, one TechGaint acquired the GitHub, and that particular deal still the best deal, the biggest deal in the IT. That is Microsoft. Microsoft acquired GitHub. Okay, GitHub sponsored by Microsoft. It ain't it. The best thing the Microsoft did till now is acquiring the GitHub. Git commit hyphen m REST API added. Okay, so many things is done. Now git remote add origin is the URL. Now is git push -f origin master. Okay, we're done. So go to the GitHub and refresh. Yes, we have. Now you can go to the SRC. In the main, we have controller model service. Okay, in the controller we have a controller and the product controller we need. Okay, this is the product controller, and yes, we have so many things in the product controller. You can see so many advanced stuff we are doing now. Okay, so let's observe the growth that we went through. So when we are in the first week of Java program, okay, so you guys are doing some programs like, let's see what are the first lab program that we did. On the desktop, I have slot one. So lab activity, and 21st, maybe this is the first day of lab. Okay, see, we are creating the program to print the leap years between 1947 to 2022. And to print the following pattern, we are using some basic for loop programs for the first lab day. But today you are creating Spring Boot application. You came long way. Very good. Let's appreciate all of them. Nice. See, actually, when you joined, when our first week, okay, you can see the numbers. Okay, we have so many numbers. In the first batch, I have around 28 members. In the second batch, I have 20 or 22 members. I remember. Okay, but in the second batch, we have only 7 or 6 students right now. But in the first batch, we have 20 students. Okay, see, only few people can handle this much of content. Okay, I will tell the content because I'm getting salary. This is my responsibility. But you have to learn. You are learning very good. That's great thing. Okay, everything is added. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's it. See, actually we have 60 or 50, more than 50 people in the first week of Java classes. Right now, by combining the both batches, we have 25. Okay, half of the students dropped out. See, let's see, observe. Okay, how good are you? You are very good, I know. Okay, so you have to crack the job at the end of the day. That's it. Okay, so let's work hard. Okay, let's settle as a developer, not as a system analyst, category analyst, supporter. Okay, all these things are bullshit. Okay, yeah. So how many of MCA guys is there except second batch? I know in the second batch. In the first batch, only BCA guys are there, no? Do we have any masters in the first batch? Any masters? Okay. Everyone is a bachelor. Okay, it's okay. Ganesh and Preeti, did you apply for the Cognizant? I sent the link in the group, no?
They're not eligible.
Same,
Not?
sir.
Not eligible.
Why?
PUC and SLC marks below 60%.
Shit. Preeti, for you?
POC I have less, sir.
Oh. This is the major
Capgemini
issue.
applied, sir.
Okay. This is the major issue with the MNCs. When you try to work with MNCs, the percentage is mandatory. But it's okay. We have so many startups, no? Okay. So please apply the startups in the angel list. I told you about the angel list, no? Angel list you can have put startups. Okay. Search for angel list in the Google. Not angel broking. That's a investing company. Okay, angel list. This is a completely okay for startup companies. We have to log in, I think so. Remote jobs also eligible. I told you, no, one of my friend got placed in the Swiggy, okay, by using this angel list. Swiggy. Swiggy offered 14 lakhs, completely remote job, okay. So and she got coupons as well. She got coupons of Sodaxo coupons. Okay, they are providing. Okay, by using Sodaxo coupons, she can buy Swiggy elements. So yeah, you can get those things when you are in a working in a startup. Okay, when you worked on a startup, when you worked on that product based companies. Okay, so definitely they will provide you the list of stocks as well. Okay, if you work on Apple, okay, they will provide you the stocks of Apple for 4 years. Okay, we can sell it whenever we want. Okay, so they will provide a lot of features here. Okay, so don't join that tech games of India, something like Infosys, TCS, and those. Okay, so better to join some MNCs, which are founded in US. We have so many US companies in India. Okay, so better to work on those things. Okay, when you worked on the US companies, no, if you worked for 3 long years or 4 long years, definitely there is a chance for onsite. Okay, go for onsite. Okay, enjoy the view, enjoy the everything which is provided the company, then come back to India. That's it. Okay, so as a freelancer we didn't get that chance. Okay, but you have that option, you can do. Okay, so learn Spring Boot clearly. Okay, Spring Boot is very 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 important to become a full stack developer. Okay, remember. So learn Spring Boot clearly. If you are having any issues, please ping me, and let me share all the links in the WhatsApp group. If you're having any issues in the Stream API, you can go through this particular thing. Okay, and if you need any new article, suggest me. Okay, whenever I'm having a free time, I will write the article. Okay, I will write the content. So I love to write the article. Arre yaar. Hmm. Ganesha, is the problem solved? Hello, Ganesha. Is your problem is solved or not? For this, the issue that you are having. Anything else? I have to share the notes, huh? Yeah, so doing this particular talk to us. Okay, guys, anything else to discuss? And I will send the lab day task as well. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, only two. No need of constructor injection. Okay, you can perform two operations. That's enough. Okay, so please complete the two programs. One is setter injection, another one is to create simple REST API. Can you do it? Guys, hello? Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, please complete only two. Two is enough.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then meet you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, don't leave the meeting before 2 o'clock. Okay, the attendance part is important. Okay, yeah. So, in the meanwhile, if you are having any issues, you can leave a message in the chat window. So, Ganesha, is there any issue? Is the issue resolved? Ganesha, are you there? Okay, maybe. Okay, chalo. Bye.
After 2 o'clock, sir, one meeting.
No, no, not today. Next week. Postpone it to next week.
Okay. No, sir,
Okay.
yesterday I sent the message some questions.
So Vibhor sir actually went to Kolkata due to some emergency. Okay. So in next Thursday we can have the meeting with Vibhor sir. Okay. I will inform. Today there is no meeting after 2 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I will be in the session. If you have anything, any issue in the lab day, okay, please tell me. Okay, you can complete the process. I mean, you can complete the code by tomorrow morning. Okay. Because only two programs, no?